so I'd just come in, and this never happens.
Why do you have your hat on?
Because I don't wear my hat enough, and my hairline is getting terrible. So my sides are growing out, and I'm getting, look, my sides are going out, and I'm like slowly coming through on the front, and I look like a mad scientist. It just starts puffing out. I look like a dog from Back to the Future. But yeah, Simon never sleeps on the bed if the dogs are here. Why do you think that might be, Joe?
Because Tank's not here.
Really? I thought it was because of our new mattress.
No, it's because Tank's not here.
Oh, right.
He likes Ted. He doesn't like Tank.
Oh, I thought it was because I got the new mattress.
Nope.
I thought he was like, oh, it's so fucking comfy here. I'm very...
Stop swearing.
I don't need... Oh, it's so fudging comfy here. But anywho, we've got the new mattress in the room. It's one of them ones where you can put a drink on it and be like...
Josh.
I reckon that'd knock the drink over.
Josh, you're going to scare him.
No, he's fine. So big fella. Oh, I'm sorry. She's on the last room. She's on the home stretch. Excited, darling. Finally get our bed frame set up and not live like hobos.
Yeah.
You look like you're loving that. Huh? Hey, I just wanted to say, what's with the comment saying, I don't know how you put up with him?
Because people get my pain.
Huh?
People get my pain.
Oh, no males are like, how do you put up with that woman? She is infuriating, you know? Because males will get eaten alive for saying shit like that.
Us women have got to stick together, Josh.
Hear that, boys? Let's band together. I'll meet you at the pub. Well, we're all painted up for now. A bit of colour in yellow. And now I'm just going to put all the points back on. Hoover up, clean up, do the last bed. Thank goodness for that. Yes. What have you got there, dude? What is it? Is that all your work?
Yeah.
Wow, you're very talented.
Remember I did this for a year?
Yeah.
I did it for a year.
Well,
Alright, funny. Jiggle your eyes.
very cool.
Don't lose it.
Yeah.
Because I keep it. Come on, let's go.
Come on, Arch, you're looking good in your flamingo shirt. That's sweet, dude.
Arch, come on, please.
I'm gonna get it up.
Flamingo madness. Well, I finally finished our room. Well, it's all set up now. Doing all the decorations. 1 minute. That's it. I better put the telly down. You ready for this one? It's so over the top. It's fucking stupid. Come on, today. Down you go. Not tomorrow. She's gone. Pretty cool though. I don't know where to hang the telly, so there's a bloody window right there, so it's not exactly going to work very well, so I have to come up with something else. So it was pretty good though, it's coming together. Let's go and see if the missus is happy. You happy with your room, Jade? Jade? You happy with your room? Hey, ignorant.
What?
So you happy with your room? Will you tell with your room? Are you happy with your room?
Yeah, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. But at least you finally got a telly now. You don't have to use the iPad anymore. No. This is what she does. She just goes into a phone and she's like...
You come out as I'm trying to do something.
Yeah. Anyway.
And then you've made me post something that I wasn't ready to post. You
What?
infuriate me.
Why is that my fault? Just stop typing and just look up.
I did, and then I must have pressed something.
Yes, it's my fault. What a surprise, it's my fault. Excuse me? What is going on here? Get out of my bed! How dare you? I said, get out of my bed!
Thank you, love me better.
Oh my gosh, Ace. That's really good. You got an award and it's upside down. That's better. What is it for, Ace?
For doing work
Yeah.
and doing time.
And doing your sounds.
Yeah.
Good work. High five. Being super smart, dude. Well done. Do you want to go and put that on your wall in your room?
Yeah.
I'll put it on the fridge. Well done, Ace. Well done. Potato night.
Mom, it's been 3 days. And after this is going to be 4 days and then 5 days and then we're going to have our bike.
Oh,
Very excited to get a bike.
We're going to get him a mountain, a push bike.
No, it's a mountain bike.
Yeah, we'll see what there is there. We're going to Cash Converters.
No, there's a bike shop somewhere.
Yeah, at the Cash Converters. Alright,
Yeah.
let's get cooking. Oh, hello. Some potatoes for everybody.
And a nice dinner.
Dinner is served. Oh.
I'm going to go to school right
You want a rumble of that? Nice big slab of steak. Let's eat, Archie. Let's eat something.
Josh. He's lost the plot. I told him I don't want the windows shut because when he goes off to work, the house is freezing cold for hours and hours and hours. And this is what he is. Are you going to open them all back up?
Yep.
You're not, because you
Well.
don't.
Just leave them for when I get home from work.
Don't. It's too cold. Wow, look at the sunset though. It's not. It's freezing. Look at that. Stop, Ace. You're hurting me.
Oh, it's so pretty. Mom.
So pretty, eh?
Oh, Mom.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Come on. You're going to bed early. They didn't go to school today. Lily or Layla. You're not. Yes, you're going to bed early too, like Archie had to when he didn't go to school.
Well, finally, Jade just got home. I've been locked outside for about fucking half an hour.
It's your own fault. Don't leave the keys. What are you doing?
There you go, Jade. Do you want to show the news to the people?
How cool is that?
Yeah, Mum, you
Hang on and show the other one.
Family finds new home. Come on, everyone, let's sell and leave.
Josh is drunk because he had a lunch day
I had a team bonding exercise.
from 12:30 till 3:30.
Yeah,
So Josh is on his merry way.
Yeah, I am, but I'm still expecting some tonight. Not happening then, I guess.
He can't even articulate most of
I
his
can
words,
articulate
and he
more.
thinks, "Oh
I can
yeah,
articulate more.
I'm
than
gonna
what-
get."
I can articulate more than what you say. Like, I'll articulate useless women never putting out. How's that articulate?
Useless woman that cooks and cleans for you all the time and
I don't
keeps your
care.
house clean, looks
Do
after
you
your
think
kids.
that's what
I
really gets
will
us together?
knock you out.
We prefer bending over, doing as you're told, but that doesn't
Dad,
happen.
I wouldn't be saying anything.
Well, we don't live in the 60s, and if I was living in the 60s,
Get
I
back to work, woman.
wouldn't work as well.
Hey, wait, well, let me do this one. Sexual harassment. Oh no, sexual assault.
And when Dad leaves the house, it's like a dungeon.
Okay, actually.
He shuts all the blinds. It's like a dungeon.
She's going to bed early.
So-
That's what he's telling me.
So look, this is Sam's first time on this balcony because he can't get down anywhere. And he's stuck. And he sprinted outside. And thought, he's like, oh, I got outside. No, you're still in a box. You can't get down. Sucks to be you. So, look. Check this out. So there's a heap of cars parked here. And there's a party going on next door. I didn't get an invite, so I'm pretty pissed off about it. So I might be a casual, be like, can you turn it down? See? He doesn't know what to do. Are you going to get down, Simon? Are you going to get down? Can you get down? Because I don't think you can. No, no. It's people that matter. Well, we have to go to where we're going now. Is it Kmart?
Yeah.
We got Ace a bike and the tyres popped.
No, it was already popped.
Yeah, it's not even a day old, so we're gonna have to get a new bike, a new tyre or whatever. I'm not bloody replacing it. We only just bloody got it. So then get a warm out. We got the couches delivered today and paid for delivery. And what do you know? Josh has to take over and help him lift it and carry it through the fudging house. Do you reckon we could?
And hopefully we'll paint all this room and get the dining table set up instead of that. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Let's take one step at a time. One step at a time. If you want me to work hard, you better put out more.
Well, if you work hard today.
Yeah, she's full of shit. She dangles a carrot. So Jade's done the painting here. You can see. White to yellow. But look, Jade, I'm just assessing your painting, assessing it all. And I was like, what a weird looking job that is. It's almost looks half finished.
It was because the sun was shining and you couldn't tell.
Oh, no. But Josh, I forgot to pick the kids up from school. The sun, it was in my eyes, and I forgot we had children. So, but she's got Simon that. Hopefully he doesn't scratch the shit out of the couch.
Not to scratch the new couch.
I think just look at his face, Simon. Yeah, I do what I want. But round two, just gotta chase out. Put some more of these in the wall here. Feed the cables through. It doesn't look ugly as it comes. Jade's doing an absolutely full job. What a surprise. What a surprise. You alright though? It's a good job you got a good pussy. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Yeah? What have you got to say?
You are so disgusting.
What are you on?
No wonder everyone rips on you on social media.
I'm saying it like I care. I give a shit what people think of me. Well, Jade wants to paint it because she's in our bed, so we're just going to paint this up. And everything will be fine. Everything will be fine, Jade. We're just going to keep going. We'll just keep going. Would you like to just keep going?
I haven't stopped either.
She's been sat on the fucking couch for like the past hour and a bit. And I've actually got video footage to prove it, so. But,
go away. I'm going to video edit while you sit on your ass. So
yeah. Video edit while I sit down and do nothing again. I'm quite happy with this. We're all rocking and rolling here.
Oh my gosh!
Well, at least it looks a bit more like a living room now. We're having the
What
big.
is this?
It's an ottoman.
What?
Can you guys not climb all over the furniture? That'd be great.
Is this a couch?
It's part of the couch. You slide it.
No, is it a couch or a table?
No, that's like part of the couch. So you use it as a footrest.
Yeah.
Oh, you can slide it right in here.
Well,
This
it's
is
good,
my
though.
new cat bed. Meow.
I'm quite happy with this.
It's so hard though. The other one downstairs is softer.
Yeah, this one's a bit more firm. So come on, Lil, let's go. Bedtime.
Hello, guys.
Go on.
So I'm just stuffing my face with a...
A wagon wheel. Keep them away from me.
So, we didn't have loads of content this week because I've had a bit of a down state. So Josh has been a very supportive husband, haven't you?
Apparently. But not.
Minus him getting loads of hate on social media.
He's on his own on Instagram. Everybody's like, fucking soft ass.
So, Josh's reel where he groped me sexually, inappropriate,
Yeah, we'll stop bending over
in
front of me.
front of our children as well.
We're back.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. The camera went.
You give the
You
shit.
know, but so yeah, Josh reel went viral because he
Touch your fudge. I grabbed the beaver.
grabbed the beaver inappropriately, and he's been called out. So anyway, I thought it would, so I've had a bit of a down, which I thought would happen because for the past 7 months, we've gone from selling our house to moving into a caravan to traveling. And as soon as we would I would have a bit of a down state, we'd just move. So it would be exciting and new. So I kind of like bunny hopped on a high and a high and a high. And then obviously we've come back to normality life and getting back into a routine, having some time to myself to be in my own thoughts, which can be a bit of a...
Good, carry on, my darling.
You're on thin ice, okay?
Google.
He's on
Did
thin ice.
anyone see that assault?
It's sold. He deserved it. Somebody needs to tell you that you deserve it.
Mm.
So, I've watched my dad struggle with it for his whole life. And sometimes I can get into a bit of down. But Josh just says, what do you say, Josh?
Everybody else goes. It's the same bullshit everyone goes through. I don't feel like you're any different than anyone else. You obviously have a bit more lows and a bit more highs, but everybody has a sort of blue days, you call it.
He's getting a little bit better. Because sometimes
I'm getting
when I was after I had Lily and I started having a few downs, you were just like,
I think we should follow it because you got chocolate in your teeth. Right in the middle. We'll say you got diarrhea in your mouth. You can continue on. You want to go and get it out. Do whatever.
Is it gone now?
Yeah, it's gone.
So Josh struggles to talk about mental health.
I don't struggle to talk about it. I just don't talk about it. It's just fucking...
Yeah, that is struggling to talk about it.
Struggling if you don't want to talk about it. Struggling is when you're like, I really need to, but I can't. And I don't need to. Okay. There's no such thing as, for me, just bottle it up, push it right down, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. All smiles and happy.
Feels like your wheels are spinning completely off.
It's strange that the car's still moving, was it? Huh?
Anyway, we'll get back to the Q&A. We won't diagnose Josh. We've already tried to do that before in therapy.
Yeah, I know.
And he got told. What did you get told by the therapist, Josh?
She said, I'm not going to help you until you want to seek help for yourself. I was like, thank you, doc. Bye-bye. I'm out.
Yeah, we were doing couples counselling. And we had got to a level where she said if you wanted to go deeper, Josh would need to do counselling by himself to deal with his own issues first.
How many issues? That's what I'm trying to say.
You don't have any issues.
No, her issues. I mean, what's her issues? Her issues, she's an Aussie carrier, can't keep a bit of shit out of people's business. I feel that's the case.
Oh my God. Okay, anyway, back to the thing. So, we've got a question from This Is Us Travels. Are you guys still selling the truck and the caravan? Yes. Would you like to buy?
That's a weird question.
We really financially need to sell something.
Yeah, but it's not like we're struggling.
We're not struggling,
but still, Jade wants a normal car, let's be honest.
I don't mind driving the truck. It's fine. It's a bit of a pain like parking it and stuff when I'm doing food shopping and stuff. But hey, there's worse things out there.
Yeah, you could have a pedal bike.
Yeah, I could have a pedal bike. So that's not the issue.
Yeah,
it's
still
just,
for sale if that's what you're asking.
it would be great for our finances to be able to free up some money so that we could...
Jade wants to finish the house.
I would like to finish the house off. So
the
truck and the caravan are still up for sale. We are in Western Australia. We've had quite a lot of interest from on the East Coast, but obviously we are currently in Geraldton. So that seems to be what's making people...
Yeah. I don't think many people in Geraldton. Nobody needs a big fancy hoo-ha over here.
Exactly. So Tank and Ted have just turned 1. They are 6 weeks apart.
What? You didn't even say the question.
No, because it's all in one question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the same people. As they have a Dashie as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tank.
They're for sale too.
They are not for sale.
They should be. Just pissed inside.
So Ted has a bit of an issue. Not sure if your Dashies are like this, but our other Dashie before Tank and Ted was similar too. They felt carpet or a rug was grass, and Ted keeps peeing. He just peed on the painter. What are they called?
Yeah,
throws.
Drop sheet.
The drop sheets. So, Patrick Hobart 5611 can go get fucked.
Oh, the question first before you say it.
How disappointed? Why don't you go get spell check? Are you that your
Go on, anyway. Just get to the fucking question.
that your channel never took off? I'll just leave that there.
It never took off. I mean, it was never really an intentional thing to make big bucks and take off and become famous, quote unquote. I don't think there's something.
I definitely don't think we'll ever be those kind of people.
No.
But hey, we've found our community.
Yeah.
And we didn't think we'd quite enjoy it as much as we've.
No, I enjoy the commenters on YouTube because they're pretty sound people.
Yeah,
very
and
nice.
we feel like we have our own little community where, everyone kind of just gets us and
has a laugh.
And has a laugh and thinks we're funny.
Yeah, everything we do is just in humour. It's nothing intentional, nothing malicious.
Yeah, we don't take life too seriously.
No,
Really
probably best not to do that.
We really don't.
But yeah, Patrick, how's your channel? Is it exploding? Is it exploded? No? Oh. Has he got a channel? I should probably.
I tried, but I couldn't find him. So anyway, I don't want to give him any more time for space. So Chantal Tar 92 from Instagram. Best place you visited?
Probably that place we came in when we first got to
Menema Beach. Just outside Esperance.
That was really cool.
That was insane. It was really cool. It was like we're in Western Australia.
And Monkey Mia was really good as
well. And
well.
Monkey Mia. We obviously haven't done the top end of WA or NT yet. But I would say, I'd say Menema Beach was awesome.
Yeah.
All the beaches around there as well were great, but obviously we couldn't go to quite a lot of Esperance beaches because we had the dogs and they weren't dog friendly. So that was a little bit disappointing. We found it a lot easier to travel in South Australia with our dogs because a lot of places were dog friendly. But when you got back into Western Australia, we found there was quite a lot of national parks, a lot of places you couldn't take dogs. So that did really hinder
put a bit of
us seeing a lot of places. It made things difficult because they aren't the dogs that you can just leave in the caravan for half an hour or an hour just to go to like a museum or something like that. I know you shouldn't do that, but you know.
Anyway.
Sorry about that. Okay. Homeschooling tips. We have none.
I mean, when we were doing it, it's hard to do 4 at once. I found it's better to break them apart and do them two.
I personally think we still kept trying to be too rigid. Like we chose the unschooling, homeschooling is what we called it.
Yeah.
And we kept trying to do the curriculum that we got from Aldi and stuff like that. I think we should have came even more away from the standard stuff and came up with our own ideas, which is what we started to do towards the end, and things started to get a lot easier.
Yeah, we did.
We would watch a documentary on killer whales because we were going to go see the killer whales, and then they would have to write about it, and then
we did one on the solar systems as well.
And the solar systems because of the lights being so, the stars being so bright and stuff, and they were way more interested in that.
Yeah.
Way easier to participate than rather than giving them a sheet from a curriculum book and being like, okay, we need to do this.
Yeah, because it does get a bit boring. So, but yeah, homeschooling obviously differs per kid. So you really like hit your kids' strong suits and then try and go down that avenue. But you still do need to do your basic maths and English.
Yeah. So it was definitely Not as hard as we thought it was going to be. It wasn't.
No.
Minus Archie. Archie put up a lot of stick
It's
about
very
that.
defiant.
He's very, very
It's
defiant.
just in his nature, like his mum. Anywho, next question.
Best and worst thing about travelling?
Best thing, new places, new people.
How close you get as a family.
Yeah, definitely so.
To the point where, like, right now, our boys are sleeping in the same bed. They have
Girls
bunks
are doing the same again.
and they're sleeping together. Before, on the Gold Coast, they wouldn't do that.
Definitely brought them a lot closer.
It has. It really has. And we also listen to them more.
Yeah.
We've become
we've got
quite-
more time for them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we didn't have time before, but when you're stuck in the, well, that been the Gold Coast, because it was so very, like, you got to get here, got to get to work, got to get back, got to clean, you know, and it was just so you felt like the kid, you didn't really have that much, when you got downtime, you like really wanted to just chill and just watch telly as opposed to be a good parent, as bad as that sounds, but.
Very true. The worst thing
Yeah, the worst thing, but I wouldn't say we almost crossed over.
is,
The fuel,
yeah,
being trapped in a car, like,
it's so when we did say, I think also what caused us to end travelling earlier was that once we crossed the Nullarbor, because the weather got cold, we started really doing a lot of Ks to try and get to warmer weather, and that really did affect us.
yeah, I think everybody just kind of went, what the
It just felt like we're in the car all the time. So I feel like our best recommendations is have an expectation depending on what age your kids are. So for us, the maximum that we could travel in a day
six to 4.
is 4 hours, and that would take us
Even
6 hours in the truck. And that was too far. So I would say any like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, be a bit easier on the kids and everyone.
Yeah.
But and on top of it, try not to like be like, right, this is where we're going now, this is where we're going now, this, because then I feel like you do miss a lot because you just kind of jump over places to get to this other place, which I felt like we did miss a little bit because we were trying to jump to the killer whales or jump to
and don't book.
It's the hardest that
because
really saying that.
We had no bookings in South Australia besides Palubi. That was the only thing that we had to book.
And so for sure, it was a breeze.
And it was awesome. We changed things because the weather was crap, or we changed things because we found a new place or somebody recommended something different. And that was way better. But then when we got to WA, we had bookings for Exmouth that I was just, for South Leeward and all of those places. And that also hindered us and why we had to bunny hop so quickly and why we started doing quite a lot of Ks to make sure that, okay, we want to be here for then, and then we want to also visit Fremantle for Josh's cousin, and we want to do all this. So that kind of affected it. So I have known other travel families who haven't booked anything. Yeah. And they haven't missed out on anything.
No, and they're very chill.
They are the happiest that the happiest people we know.
They're the people who are like, we don't need a share.
Yeah. But yeah, they don't book anything more than a week or two in front. Yeah. And they did say like maybe they had to hang around for a few weeks until they managed to get a booking where they wanted to go. If it was somewhere they really wanted to go, there's cancellations and stuff. I wish we took that more into account.
Yeah. I think as well, it's good to get to a place and then just go on Google and just write in the town and then just go on, and then it'll tell you all the things you can see, and you've got the ratings as well, which I use and base everything off, and I read the comments and just see what people say about it, and then I go, right, this is probably more suited for us. And it is. I feel like try to be somewhat a bit in advance, but not too much where like it takes it away from enjoying the experience.
Yeah, like I'm an organised person, so I would prefer everything to be
by the book
and stuff. But when you're travelling with kids and the weather really impacts you when you're travelling, being in a caravan, because if you get shit weather for 2 weeks and you're stuck inside with a caravan with 4 kids, 2 dogs and a cat, it's not great. Yeah. It's really not great.
It feels like an episode out of The Shining.
Yeah, it's really not great. So having the flexibility to just move freely, also means like if you meet other families and you kind of guys want to go the same way for a little bit so the kids can keep hanging out, you've got that freedom instead of being like, no, we've got this book, we've got to go.
Yeah.
So that is probably one of the biggest recommendations.
Just be a bit more of a hippie, man.
Yeah, take that nomad life into it.
Yeah, don't shower as well. These people we met on the road who were like, we've not showered for 2 weeks. I'm like, and then I just step away from them a little bit like, okay,
no,
actually a bad.
That was hilarious because we were talking, because they had 4 kids as well, and they were like, I said, we can't go for longer than 5 days with our water tanks. And they're like, what? And they only had 3 water tanks and we've got 5.
Yeah, but
and they said,
had 2.
They had 2.
Yeah.
And we were like, how the hell
do you last so long?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, we just don't shower.
And I was like,
Josh can't handle that.
No, well, I know I sound like a snob, but that's just disgusting.
Josh is the person that every night before we go to bed, he would pull the sheets off and flick whatever scent that was on our bed.
It fucking irritates, man. I feel like sand rubbing on my back. I'm like, I leave it outside the caravan, not in the caravan.
And he'd get on his hands and knees and scrub the floor and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean,
cringe when people come into the caravan. Like, no, just get out. No, come in here.
Okay. We've got another question. You may have already answered this, but what made you guys pack up and start traveling? So
Gold Coast is too busy, too much.
It was a recipe for a few things. My dad passed away in 2022.
Yeah, but we were
meant to actually leave in December 2022.
And then it took a bit of a downturn, so we just...
But then we had a few family members that really didn't agree with what we were doing. Then my dad passed away, and he passed away quite quickly, even though he had fought cancer for 5 years. He got diagnosed with lymphoma, and then within 6 weeks he was gone. So it was pretty intense, and my family did really, really struggle, and so did I.
We hung around for your mum.
So we went and did South Australia for 6 weeks as a family, and came back and really felt like
what the hell are we doing?
It was okay for the first 6 months, and then we got to that 6-month mark of being back, and it was just like, we are not happy here.
Yeah, it just felt like we were in a constant rat race. Well, it just felt repetitive, like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Like the same thing again and again and again, and then you'd be like, well, we're going away for a holiday once or twice a year. And like, we're working so much just to have a short period of a break, and we're not actually enjoying coming home because it was just constant housework, constant.
Full on.
No one was relaxed. The kids weren't happy either.
No. I used to keep the kids
as well.
And like Josh worked really long hours, and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it was stupid.
I was trying to please my missus and try and please my parents, and it wasn't not working out.
It wasn't. And he was getting pulled in different directions as well. And then our kids are obviously, we have 3 kids that are neurodivergent, and then I would pick them up from school, and I would have like a lineup of teachers to tell me what they had done wrong.
They'd be like, why did you guys breed? You kids are terrible.
And I just felt like I would race from work. I would go from home throwing them in the car to get them to school on time, to being late to work and feeling like I failed my kids because I literally threw them at the door and they were all overwhelmed and having their moments and all that stuff. Then I'd race to work and I'd walk in and my boss would be like, oh, you're late. And you're like, oh, I'm doing the best that I fucking can right now. And, I don't know.
You swear.
Sorry.
You said
fudging. And then I would literally race to go to school, pick up, to run out and pick them up from school, to be told that they're doing this and they're failing at this and they're doing this. I just felt like, oh my God, this is just...
Yeah, and then coming home and having to cook.
And then come home and I'd be racing, and I'd literally, like, washing and me, where we had a love-hate relationship. You would open the laundry and I would have like 4 baskets of laundry. The dryer would be going for the like 50th time.
So we never used the line. Washing would still be in the washing machine
from 3 days ago that I had to turn the washing machine back on. That just summed up that we were just not coping in life, because our house was just like in shambles all the time. I felt like our kids were in shambles, we were in shambles, and I just got to a point where I was like, I just watched my dad die. life is so short. What the fuck are we doing?
No, I agree. And don't get me wrong, this
And it took me ages to convince him because he was like, no, I don't want to do it. No, I want. And I'm like, got to a point where I was like, you either get on board or get off board because I'm going.
I was like this. I was like, bye.
So he's going to get a beer. He hasn't gone. But yeah, we got to a point. I just got to a point where I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I'm either going to have a nervous breakdown, or yeah. So Josh finally got on board, and we told family, and some family were pretty not happy for us. They thought we were nuts, crazy, thought we were going to spend all our money, have nothing left.
Yeah, but even if you did, it's like, what pisses me off is if you say you're going to squander everything away, but that's so fucking what? That's what we do.
That's our
what
choice.
We do. Exactly right. And if we want to start from the bottom again, we've done it before.
We've done it before. We actually bought a house when we bought our first house when we were 21. When we were 22, nearly 23, we bought a big house with a big mortgage. Yeah. And then we actually had...
oh, well, it was all my fault, that though.
Oh, good boy! You're taking ownership for your behaviour.
Yeah, well, it was.
Josh thought the grass was greener on the other side.
I didn't ever think the grass was greener. I just didn't. I was like, the fuck am I doing here? Like, I felt so out of place. We were in a fancy neighbourhood, and I'm not a fancy person. And all these neighbour was like mowing his lawn, and he had these sock protectors to stop grass going in his fucking shoes. And I'm like looking at him going like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I remember once I opened the door and they went, excuse me, are your parents home? And I went, no, they're not. I'll let them know you called. And I just like shut the door, and I'm like, this shows that I'm not meant to be here.
We definitely didn't fit in.
No, we didn't. I remember where I used to have a fire at the front on the driveway, and a pool table in the garage, and everyone would drive past and they'd be like, fucking hellbillies are here. I'd be like, hey, yeah, mate, hi.
Yeah, so we had some relationship issues, and we nearly broke up. We pretty much did break up.
Yeah, we did.
And then we had Lily and Layla, so we sold that house, and at the time when we sold, we actually lost
a bit of money.
Most of the money that we made on our first house. Yeah, so we went completely backwards. So then we had to re-save to buy another house when we were having our third baby. So we had done it before. We had hit rock bottom before and managed to pull ourselves back up.
We wanted to do that,
no.
But still, I hate it when somebody goes, oh, don't go down that road because that's not the road you go down. You're like, well, that's fair enough, but I'm still going to try that road and see what I think. You know. So it's not like they were saying, or I don't think it's like basically they were saying it as in a way where it's like, do as you're told. You know, I'm like, don't fucking tell me what. Jesus Christ, maybe I do get the Archie gets it from me.
Yeah, told you. So then we decided that was it, and we had hoped that we would travel for 2 years. That was the intention, and that is why we bought the setup that we were going to be in for, because we thought we wanted to be comfortable, we wanted to be in long haul. But that's life. Do you know what I mean? We did this as a family, and we did this together as a family. We came to this decision to do it, that when we decided to stop, we decided as a family. So Josh obviously had enough, and Lil had enough, and rightly so. They were willing to pack up for me and put it all on the line and come on an adventure. Yeah, I was happy to be in a beautiful house and go back to normal life. Yeah, it was kind of like we did that for you and then you did that for us. Which is, I think, is fair as well. Which is anything that I would love for our kids to see is that we listen to them and that they have a voice in our family. Yeah, to a certain point, because if you let kids do what they want, they just eat chocolate all day. No, and then we'd have no money because they'd need the new and latest things. So another person asked the Hackos, the best month of the year to visit Uluru. We haven't been yet.
No, the best month is if you look on Google. She'll tell you what you need to know.
So sorry, I can't answer that question because we haven't been to Uluru yet. Josh doesn't really want to go to Uluru.
I don't understand it. You need a permit to walk around the rock. I'm not going to Fly Central in a steaming hot environment to be like, oh, look, a rock. Woo. Fuck off. I mean, good job, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, what destination were you looking forward to visiting but didn't live up to the hype, or was it a bit of a disappointment? Wasn't a destination, it was going to see the the killer whales.
I was going to say...
that was horrendous.
Well,
For $400 and something, being sick for 8 hours, then finding out that pretty much every person that has done that tour is sick, I was like, yeah, no. Was not worth seeing, what is it called?
well, yeah.
What's a fin of the whale, the killer whales?
Yeah, well...
I could have gone to SeaWorld.
Can I answer? It wasn't what we were looking forward to, but the worst place that I've ever been to was Port Augusta.
Oh, yeah.
So, Port Augusta.
Port Augusta, it's called.
Everyone calls it Port Augusta.
Yeah.
So I remember we were there, and then I'm like to Jade, we'll just free camp. It'd be right, we'll free camp here. And we're talking why we're like, and Jade's like, we can't free camp here. And why we're talking about why we can't free camp here, because it is a rough area. These two girls just started getting into a fight right next to the car.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, scrappy.
There was a guy in between them, and they were like rolling on the floor,
yeah,
coat hanging each other.
yeah.
And I was like,
and I was looking at Jade and went, fair call, let's go, continue on. And then we went into the caravan park in Port Augusta. And then, honestly, there was barbed wire fences all around it. It was like something out of The Walking Dead when they get into the prison. And then while we were there, about 4 cop cars came in.
while we're in the caravan,
yeah. And we'd not
they
even
were
unpacked the
wrestling
caravan.
somebody.
Yeah, we weren't even fucking out of the caravan and loaded it. And I was like, this place is not that great, is it, Jade? You know, but yeah, Port Augusta, stay away.
Yeah.
Bye, drive on through. Don't even go to the wars. But go on, what else have you
And
got?
that's pretty much, yeah. I was trying to think.
What else have you got? What
That's-
questions? You must have some more.
I think that's all of them.
What, is that all you got? Jeez, huh?
Just a lot of people saying that we probably needed a mediator to do this.
What's a mediator? What, you need someone in the centre?
Yeah.
Why did they say that?
A mediator.
Yeah, media. I know what media is, but
Yeah.
bizarre.
I'm just trying to think. Anything else?
Pardon? Well, I was going to do for the next one. I wanted to talk about history, things that we've done in the past, and funny stories and stuff like that. So, but obviously we'll leave it for this one. But for the next one, we're going to our history and funny things that have happened. Like,
That we'll need a mediator for.
no, but I'm not meaning like just me and you. I'm meaning like from our childhood and going up, like me walking off that big 3-meter drop and then dropping down on the ground and like some funny stories.
Josh would like you to get to know him more, so maybe he won't have so much hate.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this Instagram shit. It pisses me right off. I don't know who the fuck these people think they are. I got someone,
Hazards came out.
yeah, fucking telling me I'm sexually assaulting my wife. I'm like, who the fuck are you going on about, you know? I don't understand this concept. It's like, oh, you can't touch her like that, you know, and you should. I'm like, well, the one person in the bloody world that you think you can actually grab the snatch and fucking have a bit of a laugh with, well, you'd think it'd be your bloody wife. Who are these people who think they can tell me what I can and can't do? Kiss my ass is what I say to you. I tell you what, show me your husband and show me your happy relationship, you turd nuggets.
So as
Pisses
you
me off.
can tell, I control our social media.
Oh, I'd be
Because-
rampant with it. I will meet you at the park, you asshole. See you down there. It pisses me
So,
off, all these little
hang on,
keyboard warriors.
Hang on, let's tell them about the time. So Josh used to be on Facebook, but he isn't on Facebook anymore. He doesn't have any social media.
This is when it first came out. This is when it first came out.
So yeah, Lily
And
was
I
like
thought-
1 or 2.
And I thought, obviously, I was like, this is great. Nobody takes the internet seriously. How wrong I was.
So Josh, would you get into Facebook and Facebook
I found a very sensitive topic. The sensitive topic was
breastfeeding
in public. Oh my gosh. I remember there was a picture of a woman at the pool, in a public swimming pool, and she's breastfeeding a kid there. And then I just put a message saying, couldn't you at least throw a towel over it? And everyone was like, would you have a towel over your head while you're eating? I'm like, no, because I'm not a fucking baby, you idiot. You know, and then it just turned into a big thing, and it was great. I was like...
Yeah, Josh likes to... Obviously, everyone
I was a troll before trolls were trolls. He
loves to bait people. Anyway, so he didn't realise
the difference is, I will say to your face what I'll say online.
Yes,
big difference between some other people.
Okay.
Full of shit.
Anyway, you cut me off again.
Sorry, darling.
So he didn't realise that when you get messages from people that you're not friends with, it goes into the message request button. And one day he stumbled across that and he found all the people that wanted to come and get him. And find out where he lived and was like messaging being like, I can't believe you have kids and you have a wife.
Yeah, there was death threats.
Like death threats and everything.
I was like, this is great. And then some guy was like, I'm going to come round to your house, and he texts me his address. He's like, meet me come to my house and fight me. So I just sent about 12 pieces to his house. I was like, what the fuck are you sending me your address for, you dickhead? You know.
Yeah.
Oh, so, those were the times.
Yeah. So,
I deleted all social media.
So then Josh deleted all his social media because he can't be tempted. So if you ever wonder why and who controls it, it's so that Josh isn't tempted to message all of these people back, because he has a few too many. And then what are they? You're called Ken, aren't you? Aren't you called Ken?
Oh, you mean Karen?
Yeah, Karen and Ken.
I think you might.
Or you Dazza.
Well, do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I'm in my bed. I'll go with that one.
Yeah. So, and then he'll, do that.
Well, put it this way: everyone who messaged me didn't meet me at the park, so I was like, well, I thought we were throwing down. What's going on?
So yeah, so I'm getting tired. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next week, and you can learn all about Josh.
Yeah, and also, thank you to the big guys in the comments. I genuinely enjoy it.
Please do like and comment, because it really helps us grow our channel.
No, I'm not better. I'm talking about the regulars. I like the regulars.
That's what I mean.
We got Lee, we got Sean, we got...
Oh, Josh is even going right now.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love them. They're awesome.
And 63 Holden.
Lee, I like to live dangerously. Hopefully you do too.
So, yeah, if you please do comment, because it gives us a laugh, and it really shows.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that you're liking the content as well.
I'd comment back, but I don't want...
I read it to Josh. I do tell Josh and everything like that, and he'll respond through me. I just don't read the hate ones on Instagram. Just because, Josh will have a warrior. Become a warrior.
If you're talking shit, be prepared to back it up. That's 100%. The way it's always been.
But yeah. All right. We're done. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys next week.